back in 2012, I left full-time ministry in the local church, and the desire was to go and kind of experiment with how do you make disciples that make disciples, and we did it, I think, in some cool and effective and innovative ways for about 3 years. And as I reflect on that, then I think I really got tired of trying to swim upstream in a lot of ways. And I think there's a part of it of getting to a place of realizing, man, I didn't exactly know what I was doing or what we were doing, or we did, but we didn't. And I'll just be super vulnerable. I think it's tough for me. Maybe it's tough for us to get real comfortable with the small. And Jesus wasn't, right? Like he was like, yeah, I got these 12 dudes, and one of them is actually going to betray me. So I've got 11 that are really solid, and I'm going to trust the kingdom to these 11 and what they can do in reproducing disciples. And I've been trying to figure it out since then. A lot of what we do on the podcast and through Spiritual DNA and all different resources, I'm trying to do my best to awaken people to become who they were born to be, so they can make disciples that make disciples. And we don't talk on the podcast a lot about the church, but that God's beginning to stir in me a desire to re-engage a little bit more and try to innovate, to create, to encourage whatever influence I have in the churches that I'm connected with. That are we really making disciples that make disciples? And the church I'm a part of here in Indianapolis with Mercer Road, I love the way that they're experimenting, the way that they're dedicated to it. It's not perfect because human beings are doing it, right? But I love the mission. I love the motto. I love the model that Mercy Road has, and I'm trying to do my best to help us get as close as we can to doing what Jesus told us to do, to make disciples. And I think some of it, looking through some of these scriptures, right, of what is God saying to the church right now. I think he's saying to the church right now what he said in Micah 6:8. He's told you, oh man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? But to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God.